basically you can build a fourplex anywhere. And so what ends up happening is if you can build a fourplex anywhere, there's a fourplex anywhere. So now it's like, what's the better fourplex? It's location, price, and finishes. Who does a better product? And so then it becomes a different kind of competition, right? It's not a competition of, hey, this is like the third duplex in town. I want it. It's, hey, there's 300 of them. Which one should I buy? Like when I had at one point 100 doors for sale on the market. Okay. And on my showing grid, I would have the same buyer walk 6 of my units in different pockets. And they're like east and west. I'm like, what the heck? The same buyer is walking east and west. So people just had options, but I would still sell out of them. I sold out of everything. And then I had more product I'm selling, and now I have a sixplex. I'm going to list that one and a few more product. But now I'm just way more picky. I'm like, how can I get the best areas? That's why, like, really, I like it. Why? Because I'm by a park. Not everybody's by a park. That's why I'm building Kenton. Why? Because I'm 2 houses away from Kenton Street, like Kenton District. I like that. That's why I'm doing the Ramona Cottages because I'm right by Woodstock. I'm not too far away. And I have individual cottages. That's different than a fourplex. So I kind of switched it up. I added a 3 bedroom because not everybody does a 3 bedroom. So it's a different kind of competition, I guess. You're essentially, it's to kind of everyone's product and location.
So you really value, yeah, access to like a park or amenities as far as what you're deciding.
Amenities. Yeah, amenities. So my Herald product, the reason it sold so well, in my opinion, and it sold fast, 40, 60 days or less, is because one, I'm by the park. Two, I'm right by Woodstock. And then three, there's these tennis courts here that people love, and I'm right by the tennis courts. And then four, I'm on a corner lot, so they get to walk into their unit without passing people. That's why I got 410 a door. Like that's a great price in Portland. So that's the way I've been looking at it, where some areas are just there's too much product. Like Brentwood over here, I don't want to build down here. Like I don't want to be around this area right here where it's that different color. It's just going to struggle. Like if I'm building anywhere, it's around this Woodstock, where the Ramona Cottages. So I sold here. Ramona Cottages are right here or somewhere. Oh, yeah, there's Ramona Street. So it's right here, right? I know that you go 3 blocks, 1 block, and you're at the food. Park's a little bit further, but the park is still a decent walk. Like you can get there, right? So I'm very picky when it comes to locations because you can literally just take any of these parcels in all of Portland and build a fourplex.
That's
So
good.
I
That's
mean,
interesting.
say it
That's
again.
I've not been really been thinking that much as far as what makes a location good is just access to like walking access to a menu. I mean, obviously, I understand that. I agree with that, but I just haven't really been looking at it that way. So that's interesting to hear.
Yeah, the food pockets, like you take any new construction. And it's for me, this is Daryl. Daryl was educating me on the pockets of Portland until I realized he's completely right. So you take this and you just go to, let's stick to the same type of product. Let's go to a 2 bed. So 2 bed. And if I go to any pocket, Hawthorne, for example, I come to this pocket and look, 484. You see that? It's 484 because they're right by Hawthorne. 460. See that? So imagine people are building product and selling it for 300 a unit, and they're getting 150K more per door. I will pay 400,000 for some property here over 200,000 somewhere else because they're getting 600 grand more in sale price because it's right there, right? Same thing here. You're over here by Burnside, boom, 420 a door. You're over here, 600K a door right by downtown Portland and Ladd's Addition. Like that's crazy, right? And then I'm gonna go out here and I'm gonna be on 82nd, which if anybody knows, 82nd is terrible. It's not anywhere you want to be. Or over here, like I have to compete with people and I have to sell for 269. And this was actually one of my projects somebody resold. I still made money on this deal. I bought the land for dirt cheap. I bought the land for 400 grand for 12 units. And I still barely got a 12% margin. And then I'm paying 400 grand for 4 units in the hot pocket and I'm making 27% of my money. Isn't that crazy? So when somebody thinks I could do 4 units at 400K or 12 units at 400K, what's better? People will think 12 units. I'd rather do these four in this hot A plus location, which is what I'm doing now. So I did a lot of these 12 unit projects and I would make the same profit as a fourplex. So I get like a 12% margin here and I had to do 12 of them. Or I do one fourplex and get a 25% margin and do four of them. So again, 330s. This is a little better, but they're cottages, 335s, some cottages, 250s. Like whoever built this project is also barely making money. I don't care what you pay for the land, you're barely making money here. So that's where, again, like you go to here, the Alberta streets and the arts. Look at this. You start getting 450s, just a little bit up north. Killingsworth is not really desirable. 280s, right? So like anything near the shopping, retail 400s, 360s. You go again. Williams is really popular. Look at all this. I want to be building out here. I like this. 415s, 450s, 420s, 380s right by a school. Like this is where I want to be. Mississippi, again, great area. I was bidding on some projects out here and I got outbid by like, so there was a property that got listed on the MLS somewhere here for 320 or 350. I offered 425 and I got beat at 450. Why? Because of the values. 455 a unit? Are you kidding? You can make some money out here. So that's just what I've learned is location, location, location is absolutely phenomenal. Same here. Look, so I'm right here. Arbor Lodge is where I'm at, 395. I'm excited. Here's where I'm at building Kenton, 455, 350. These are great numbers. Soon as you get to North Portland, 260s, 320s, 330s, 260s. Like I don't even blink an eye out here personally. But 260 is not a bad deal. You can get into it a lot less. You could probably build it for 220, 230. It's still worth it. You'll still get good rental income. I have a couple rentals out here. I'm at like 1,800 bucks a door. But for projects to sell, like if I have the option, I don't do it. So I try to stick to the hottest areas. And, this is all very attractive to me. This right here, all of this. Woodlawn prices already go down. I'd have to pay less here. This is all good, right? So I like all that. And that product sells. If you look at what's selling and what's not, and then you'll see the cheaper product, there's a lot more of it because people think I got land for cheap, I'm going to sell it for cheap, but now there's too much of that product. And the hotter locations, not everybody's willing to write a check.
This is exactly what we do inside of Buildup and our Buildup Challenge. Every single week, we're looking at deals, we're making sure deals pencil, we're putting funding together, we're talking to different builders, and we're getting creative on the different deal flows and strategies. If you're ready to get in this game, we're at 271 doors from our students combined. Click that link below, you'll fill out an application, and once you go through that process, our team will call you, we'll go from there. And as always, let's build up.